Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I am preparing the last few kilometers of the journey, basically. I always talked about not directly going to the North Pole, but now it should be easy. So one thing I need to do is I need to leave one of the rovers here, because in the end I want to be able to use one rover to drive back and forth so that I can go to the North Pole, bring the first truck there, then go back, get the next one, all that jazz. And it hopefully will work with the first prototype I did. I will use this one to go back and forth, because this one should be the easiest to use there, and I'm leaving this one here. So this one will be the last truck that I get, because I will have to find a way, and I might do that with the arm to pack the rover in the end. It is these rovers both, and we will take a look at the newest one in a second, because I did some changes. Ooh, don't destroy, please don't destroy my rover there. That would not be nice. Reverse. Why is the okay, yeah, I wanted to keep this rover here. Now it's destroyed. We can keep it here anyways. That's unfortunate, but yeah, this one I was always contemplating to remove anyways, because it's just this one is the one that that kind of didn't serve a purpose anymore, because the tunnel machine was just so much better than this one, and the size of this one was not the right one anymore, and removing it is, I don't know, I can remove it now. Why did this not work? I need to see how far the arm goes down, so that I can set it up a little bit better and see. So maximum distance 10. That was not the way it was intended to be. We will drive the newest one over there first. This one will arrive at the pole first, and then I will drive back with the rover I have on board. It will be not this one, I will use this one, because this one has the same technique as the other ones, and or the new rover, and I really noticed that this works the best. I can drive relatively fast with it. This one is hobbly, because this suspension works, but I don't know why. I would have to take a look at why NASA is using it on Mars, and if there's differences in there, because I don't understand it. This doesn't work really as a suspension. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm pretty sure the rover on Mars is relatively slow, and it could be that the whole thing is not intended to drive fast. And if that's not the intention, then it might be there as a way to really deal with rough terrain, rough ground, but not with driving fast. I'm pretty sure it is something like that, and that's why this rover works, but it is not fast enough. And then we'll use this one. This one can be on the straight really, really fast. Good. I will wait until this is cleaned up. So this is maybe a bit too crazy. I'm I need to reverse that and maybe go to 6. And then I can, when I grab this one, I can fit it to this rover again. So the changes that I did is I added one of the things I've built here, one of these wind turbine masts to this rover too. It is a bit longer. Not sure if I want to add more wind turbines, but the thing is that it needs to be longer so that it stretches out a bit back over the back wheels. Works as intended, works the same way as it does on the other side. I had to change a bit of the layout because this one sits a bit lower to the ground, and to be able to lock it, so this is the middle axis. I needed to offset the landing gear so that I can bring it up without it lifting the whole trailer up. But otherwise it works really nice. I don't know if I showed this. I changed the rotors here and strengthened their hold by just adding more rotors to the whole system. This now has 2. This one has 2. There's no way I can upgrade this one, but I saw that it kind of shifted this this rotor here. Did I say rover or rotor? It shifted this rotor here, and so I thought maybe strengthen it so that if it goes into an axis, it shouldn't go in, or it is able to go in, but where it might rip off, let's say it that way, that I have a bit more strength in there. It's interesting. I saw it with this rover when I drove it over. This whole thing here shifted really, really hard, and maybe I need to strengthen it on this one too. But for now, I can just leave it that way now. Okay, this is cleared up. Let me free this rover here so that we can drive it over. I also put some more tanks in here to kind of give it its original purpose, kind of, to have more tanks. Refinery assembler is on here now too. Once we arrive, I will also add one of these turrets that I have here, the drill and fill turret that I can use to gather materials. And it will also get one of these systems so that it can be so that it can be connected to something. I'm thinking about a way to maybe make this a bit more universal, this system, so that I can maybe hook it up to bases and not only able to hook it up to the top of rovers. That would be something I maybe need to take a look at. I saw Splitsy working with connectors, and I kind of left him a comment because he's working a lot with, or not with, scripts in that regard, and I really want everybody to know that scripts are a really nice way to go here. He thinks about using MarmOS for one of his builds. I said that there's maybe easier scripts for some of the stuff he wants to use. His main grabber lifter thing is maybe not that is too complicated for other scripts, but he's at the moment working with a multiple axis connector, and it's something, let's say it that way, similar to what I have here. It's not the same layout, but I wanted to have a connector that I can connect to different vehicles, different of different heights and different layouts. He wants to do something similar, but he wants to do it with rotors. Interesting thing, I have to say. I really like the idea that he has there, and that's why I think he maybe would benefit from using some scripts there. I'm not sure if Fund 00 Fund or 00 Fund still has his scripts on the workshop. That's what I would recommend, because you can just use the keyboard to just steer everything in place. Don't know. Would be nice if Splitsy would use something like that and maybe think about something like this. Good. Let us bring in the mast. I've put the thing on here. Switch lock. And bring it in. See, that's the problem. It kind of wants to go once this thing is unlocked, because this thing has enough force to move the rover, and I hope that it doesn't hang over too much in the back, that it doesn't collide with the wheels. You stand still. Why are you moving? So I brought in an O2 generator in here, but one that is disconnected from the conveyor systems, so that I can... This is turned on. Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Must be the strength of this system. We will go to 0.1.5. There is danger in here. Setting this up too high might wobble the whole thing apart, but it also could be the way to stop the whole thing. This is basically the strength that the wheels with that the wheels counteract movement while the handbrake is turned on. So let us turn on the auto lock. Nothing happens. I'm not sure what's happening there. So this is the rotor lock turned on now. No. You no. You move back. Okay, why is this thing... It shouldn't roll. That's not what it should do. Okay. I will set the rotor lock from up here. It should be possible. Come on, you stupid thing. So, build vision. And rotor lock on. And now we just go and drive away with this thing. Why are you rolling? Is there such an incline that it is necessary for you to go off? Okay, I will take this thing to the pole now. Something is not right. Programmable block. Recompile. How's this thing called? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, I know what it... Okay. Now I need... Now it gets hectic. Now it gets hectic. Okay, you... Okay. Programmable block. Same here. If both these rovers have the same program running, and I have them connected up with a connector. That is not a good idea, because then, yeah, the whole system doesn't know anymore where its input, where the input is coming from, and so that's why it might start to roll away on us there. It's still not working. Another thing. Okay, this is cockpit 2. And now programmable. Yeah, that's the stuff I have to deal with every time. I need to be better with naming conventions and thinking about how to run my... See? Now it works. How to run my scripts. So, okay, off, I say. Off to the pole we go. If anything really interesting happens on the way, we'll come back to you. Otherwise, we will meet us at the pole, and then I will drive back and do the switcheroo and bring in all the other trucks. Okay. By the way, I already saw the snow, so maybe I come to you when I reach snowy lands in a bit. See ya. Now we are driving on snow. I hope this doesn't mess with the wheels too much, but works nice. Making way. Don't know. It's we're driving with a good pace, and now everything's fine. I forgot something that I should have done. I haven't. One thing we don't have is weapons right now. I hope that nothing comes up. We'll have to see how that works out. I'm pretty sure it will go fine, but we might have to, yeah, speed up the process of bringing rovers over. We will see. We arrived. It worked out really fine. I have a bit of a problem, and that will be addressed because the front suspension really went into the blocks, and I need to change some things there. That needs addressing, because this is just too dangerous. Setting the rotors up with a certain amount of to just go to a certain degree helps, because then it kind of doesn't phase completely through it. But I still have to set up maybe a second set of wheels or something like that. I have to see how I can do this. But let's see the pole. We can see that we already kind of, there's the North Pole. If we go towards it, let's see when it happens. And now we walk. So it's relatively exactly here. So that's a good thing. Here we can set something up. The sun is really close to the horizon. That will be interesting. We maybe are not able to set up crazy amounts of solar panels, or we have to bring them higher up or something like that. Will be interesting to see. So I will set up the wind turbines, bring down the rover, go back and grab the other ones. When I get them here, we can think about, in the next episode or so, about a base that we need to set up, and I can work on this rover a bit more. Yeah, I don't know. I want this thing completely fixed and finished and all that stuff. That's something I really want to achieve here. This thing works so amazingly well that I really want to get it going and want to take it back. But for that we need to definitely address this problem. Good, let me unlock this rover. I need to turn back on the the programmable block that is needed. F, turn on recompile please. And now another thing, I need to refill bottles and need to refill energy, all that stuff. So this thing can stay here for a while. I have another thing that I need to take a look at. The rover doesn't have or maybe doesn't have an antenna, and I need an antenna to find back. The big one doesn't have one too. I forgot some things definitely were left out when I thought about, okay, what do I need to do? Okay. I'm losing my voice. That's not nice. So, good. No, this rover definitely doesn't have an antenna. So, maybe I can steal this one. Come on. And put it on here. So, come on. Antenna. Oh, can you see this mod, Gantry slopes? I brought in Gantries. They are basically a replacement for one of House.Space's old mods that I had set up to the whole thing with basically the blocks scaffolding, I think they were called, the unfinished blocks. And somebody made similar mod, and now somebody took it, repaired it, and this is now colorable and skinnable and all that stuff. They look a bit nicer than the normal scaffold, so I will see what I can do with that. Okay, we have an antenna now. We can maybe bring up the range of it. We should be able to see, yeah, we can see the traffic markers. I will have to address that. I don't want to see everything from everywhere. The thing that we need to see is the last traffic marker there, the 10. And then I need to clean up all the antennas around the area that needs addressing, definitely. Good. Yeah, I will take this back and bring in the next rover, I would say. If something interesting happens, I will come back to you and show it to you. Back in a sec. Finally, even this one reaches the pole. This took longer than it should have. That was not fun. Let's say it that way. I don't know how long I how long I played now without, I think 2 hours or something like that. These trucks are awfully slow. The second one and this one. The second one I was able to speed it up a bit. This one, no way. Even with the thrusters, this thing wasn't working out the way it should have. Let me park this. So now I have them all here. Anchor this thing, and then I'm really done now. It's great to kind of finally be here, finally having done the trip, being able to do something else now. So let us see if we can anchor this thing without problems here. Okay, that worked. The front will be anchored too. Come on, please. Okay. 4. Okay, this doesn't work, so we need to bring down the wheels. Ugh. Don't know, it's I don't know what to say. It is over now, at least this trip with these rovers is done. I'm pretty sure that there should be another another prototype. It is just crazy. In the end, how well the rovers performed with a lot of help from the tunneling machine and all that stuff. The thing is, now I have a lot of enemies nearby, so you can see that there is an observer immediately relatively close by. And while I was going over here, this truck destroyed, I think, three more. Didn't it work? 3 more outposts. So, but the next thing I want to do is build a small station here that we can use to maybe harvest some ice. I'm thinking about a way how to deal with this. I'm pretty sure that the layer of ice here is not really thick, so drilling deep might not be a thing that we need to do. Maybe it's better to find a way to skim the top surface and get that, and it would, don't know, I will have to find a way to have a big radius, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I can set something up that is all these rovers now should give me better ideas how to deal with that. We'll have to find a way, and then in the meantime I can work more on this rover and see what else we need. So how can we? Should we mark this somehow? I don't know. If we can mark this here, or if the rovers will immediately get to it and start destroying the whole thing. G turbine. I can just place a turbine on top. Maybe that helps, and then have a small seat here, so that I can have a marker here that marks the North Pole in the end. Have an idea. I have an idea. So use this, and maybe this is better. And now this. Hopefully this works out. In the end, we will have the small North Pole marker here. Maybe the trucks can deal with that, or can I bring in the necessary materials for that? That would be neat. Give me a sec. How much stuff do I have with me? Maybe I don't really need the seat here. Alright, just some computers and displays. That stuff I can grab, hopefully. Come on, where's a container? Ah, this thing is shaking like hell. Some computers. I have some more computers. I need some displays, some more computers. And then the The seed is done. So nice. Now we also have a North Pole marker. That's stuff we need. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Good to have the boys now here. I'm really happy. People, that was a long recording, not day for me, but that was a really long time. And I need to end it here now. That might be a short episode, but I'm happy that I finally have the rovers here. That finally the first one that was the one that was supposed to be here, and that one is finally here. By the way, this is how I transported the small rover over here. Oh man, this is nice. This is a nice picture. Really cool. Good people, I say that's all for today. We achieved the long distance run to the pole, and now we can set up here. People, thanks for watching, I would say. Hope you liked this episode, that we finally have the success to be here on the North Pole. Yeah, hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, if you liked the episode, please leave a like on it. And hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.